I finally read Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and here are my thoughts about it. I decided to pick this book up because I did a out of my comfort zone video on YouTube, and I am not a big reader on anything sci-fi. I feel like I can't really understand it sometimes because I was never that well versed with science fiction books or any sciencey things at school also. Science was not my best subject. I was the English and literature girl. So this follows a character who mysteriously wakes up and doesn't remember anything that's happened, doesn't remember his own name, and we slowly find out that he is on a spaceship. And he slowly uncovers why he's there in the first place, and there are things that are secret to him, and it's obviously secret to us as readers. And you go back and forth between his memories and the flashbacks to figure out what's going on. And you find out that there's like a mystery that is happening with the Earth, and he is there to help on a mission to kind of save it. When you slowly uncover the things that have happened, it's like a movie is playing out in my head when I was reading it. And also, I highly recommend the audiobook as well for this book too, because the narrator really does a good job about like reading this book. He does little voices for each and every single one of the characters, and this book has so much humor in it as well. Every single page I was laughing. It's so funny. The only company really has is like the robot arm that was taking care of him, and he finds out that he was like in a coma for a good while, and the reason why he was in the coma. And I loved this book. This is a 6-star read. Despite like all the science talk in here, and there are a lot of like breaking down of different things, obviously like astronomy, and there's also some biology, microbiology that goes on in here too, and there's also physics, but there's so much heart and humor and such a digestible like writing that Andy Weir does, helps you get into like the space interstellar things that happen in it. I thought it was like gonna be hard for me to understand a lot of things, but the audiobook made it so easy to get into. This is so good. And also, I cannot wait to see the movie next year. I think it's coming out around like May or June time next year. But if you have not read this book yet, I don't recommend watching the trailer yet, because the trailer has so many spoilers from this book, and which is kind of sad, because the part of the stuff that I really enjoyed about it was because I went into it blind. And so I highly recommend going into this blind. And like I said, despite the vastness of space in here, there's so much heart. And I love the characters, and the ending was so bittersweet, and you just slowly fall for the characters in this book. So highly recommend. But yes, this was my 6-star read and will be one of my top contenders for my favorite book of the year.